Welcome to the Blokes Podcast. I'm Adam.
And I'm Greg. And we sit down once a week to shoot the breeze. We chat about anything and everything. Sports, films, drinking, politics, music, etc.
So sit back, crack open a beer and enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 9. We've made it. Woo! We've made it this far. Never thought we'd do it.
Yeah. I can't believe we've kept it up, mate. To be honest, that's great.
I think it's the spirit of our one listener. I can feel it.
Yeah.
I don't know who he is, but he's out there and he's listening.
Yeah. I feel him close.
To be honest, I've had a few mates listen this week and they they all say decent stuff so far. So far, so good.
Yeah, I know.
Your mates chuckling along.
Yeah, I mean, I've been pleasantly surprised by the feedback. A couple of mates as well.
Nice.
Would be nice to get some feedback from someone we don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
That'll happen at some point.
Someone who didn't have to be nice. However, one of my mates, he did say he took umbrage with the fact that I didn't know anything about Welsh whiskey in episode 1, and he was straight on it. He was like, mate, the Welsh. Some Welsh people claim to have invented whiskey.
Whoa.
He's like, I'm sure it's one of these things that we will never know because there's going to be ardent Scots and Irishmen out there that are like, they're not having any of it. But apparently there are a few Welshmen who claim to have invented it back in the day. But
that is a bold claim.
It's
bold. Very bold.
It is bold, isn't it? It's like David and Goliath. Like, I wouldn't go up against Scotland with that one. I think they've got it. But you never know.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, history's written by the winners, though, right? So I feel like the Scots have just got it now.
I think the English have done it. I'm just going to plant the flag right now. The English invented Scotch.
Damn.
Who are they to prove me wrong?
Yeah, I know exactly right. Who are they to prove us wrong? So how you been, man? How you been? What you been up to?
I've been good. Yeah, we've been outside having a few beers, enjoying the sun, having a few laughs, trying to get the economy going, buying beer, just generally living the dream as much as we can.
Such a Samaritan, mate. Just really trying to help out the local community, just buying as much beer as you can.
Oh yes,
as much food. Oh yeah,
yeah. Trying to get takeaways and stuff from the local places. In fact, I realised that before lockdown, I put a deposit on like a big group booking at a local like smokehouse near where I live, and the missus reminded me. She was like, "Oh, didn't you put like 50 quid behind the bar for like to save that table?" And I was like, "Oh, this is amazing!" It's like when you find 20 quid in your pocket or whatever, which I also did this week. I looked in one of my suits, like one of my work suits, and I got it. I just got it out to check that it didn't need dry cleaning or whatever. And just in one of the pockets, there was a tenner, 10 English pounds. And in the other pocket, 10 euros. I feel like the luckiest guy on earth this week.
Mate, that's the sign of a true jet setter, that having foreign currency, just finding that randomly in your work suit.
God, yeah.
I love it.
Well, I like to think so. In my own mind, yeah. That is cool, yeah. I think we should get in early with the beers.
Let's do it.
I'm feeling dehydrated. I'm feeling thirsty. Yeah. So this week, because I realised in the past few episodes I've been quite sort of English and bittery and ale-y. And we might have some listeners that are into their sort of like craft beer types. So I thought I'd go for one of those this week. So I got a Cali Pale by Tiny Rebel. And this is a 5% juicy pale ale. So this is like, if you can picture that classic Californian pale ale, it's like hazy in colour. It's like that tropical, mango-y, fruity sort of American-style beer. So, yeah,
sure.
I'm going to give that a go.
It's the Beach Boys in beer form.
Exactly, yeah. If this drink was a band, it would be singing Surfing USA at me right now. It smells like pineapples immediately out of the can, and it looks like pineapple juice. Actually, it's that like cloudy, yellowy straw coloured visual thing going on. Obviously, it's got lots of bubbles in it because it's American.
That's it. Yeah, that's how they.
It's bright.
Help themselves. That's great. So, can I ask?
Oh yeah.
Where did you get that from? The supermarket?
I got it from Sainsbury's. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought we were about to have did we just become best friends moment there? Because I had that beer last night.
Oh, nice.
But I got it a different way. So basically, that leads me on to mine, which is a Belgian beer. I don't know anything about it, and I can't pronounce anything on it. So
let me give it a go.
We're going in here blind. So okay, triple, Tripel, Tripel.
Doesn't ring a bell. Show me the bottle.
Yeah, this is a. Can you see that?
Triple, yeah. Yeah, I'd go for triple or triple.
And then Carmeliet, Karmeliet.
Is that like Flemish for caramel or something?
Maybe, yeah. I think it says 3 grains on it, so there we go. It's probably in the mash they had 3 different grains they made it with. But this came from a box I bought off Amazon of craft beers.
Ah, cool.
And it's like it's stupidly overpriced. It was like 30 quid for like 12 beers. So like, if you do the math on that, I mean, it's not terrible, but then they're all like either small cans like your one, or this is like a 330ml bottle. So they're not like pints or anything.
Oh, so this is the same then. This is 330 as well.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's Jesus Christ. Oh man, I've butchered this pouring here.
Oh no.
Too much. I want to show you it. I'm embarrassed.
I remember my first pint.
So, yeah, but I mean, to be fair though, it's got some beers in there that I've never heard of or tried, so I'm pretty excited about it.
Nice.
Like this one. It smells pretty similar to what I had. Yeah, I can
see the head on that pint.
Jesus. But edit this out.
You should take a picture. Take a picture for the socials, mate.
I don't think I'd live that down. It smells like the one I had last week.
The Franzicana.
You got it. Banana bread, kind of.
Nice.
Oh,
malty.
It's a bit stronger though. Oh yeah, beautiful, and it's not as cloudy as Franzicana, and it's a lot fizzier. But so yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. But it's this. I think this kind of beer is slowly becoming one of my favourites.
Ah, right. Because I was just about to say I'm not a massive Belgian beer fan. I find it too strong and too powerful, and I'm often overwhelmed by it, and I've got a headache in like 10 minutes. Do you know what I mean? Even though like I could drink like 5 or 6 pints of like English ale and not get a headache,
sure.
Whereas just like one Belgian beer like kicks in straight away. But I'm willing to be overturned on that.
Okay, well I will say that I'm not having them on nights out. Definitely not. Like it's a one or 2 a night max, probably beer. I think you're right. It's pretty heavy. And
what % is that?
This one is a mere 8.4. All right, okay. I didn't realise we were getting into that territory. I hadn't even looked, but okay.
I mean, but can't you get ones that are like 16% or something? You can get some crazy percentages, like if you go to Belgium or
Yeah, I remember going to Bruges and. Which is just an amazing place. Have you been there before?
I haven't. No, it's on the list.
Oh,
everyone says
man.
I've got to go, but
so good,
yeah,
so good. And obviously they've got tons of like small sort of craft beer shops and stuff like that. And yeah, you can get on the tap in some places as well, like 12%, 13% beers. Pretty
That's
hardcore.
Nuts.
Yeah, beer wine.
Yeah, it's almost like mead territory, isn't it? Like
yeah. Oh man, mead. That's the thing we talked about last week. I forget what it was. You wanting to love something but not enjoying it. I think it was.
Is it Guinness? Jesus, every time I try Guinness, I want to enjoy it. But
I think that's one of them. And last week's it was Rules. It was in Switzerland. You had
the marrow, bone marrow.
Marrow. That's it.
That's it.
So I went into a meadery in Cornwall, and I wanted to love it so much. I was so ready to love this drink, and it just wasn't me really.
So it's
not for me.
It's made from honey, right? Am I right in thinking that?
I don't know exactly. I think it might be flavoured with honeys, or it had loads of different flavours, but I'm not sure of the ins and outs of how it's made. that's something we can look into.
Yeah. Anyone who knows, just let us know.
Yeah.
But I seem to remember there's something to do with bees.
You could be right. It might be the base might be honey, and then they flavour it with other stuff. But yeah, I remember that I had a few mates a couple of years ago were like, mead's going to be the next big thing.
Did they buy stocks?
Yeah.
They invested in mead.
They invested heavily in mead, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. The mead stocks have plummeted by now. But
they had a choice between Zoom and mead. They picked so wrong.
Yeah, they're the IBM. They bought all the IBM shares back in the 90s. Yeah.
Poor blokes.
Exactly. But no, that thing's never taken off. Yeah, this is good though.
Nice. Didn't Henry VIII used to drink a lot of mead, or at least he does in like film depictions? It's like,
I'm sure he did. Yeah.
I can just imagine like a big, fat, hairy bloke with a big regal gown on, with a massive leg of lamb in one hand and a flagon of mead in the other. Yeah,
it has got some imagery along with it for sure. Yeah, like Vikings that have just come over and just like pillaged like a monastery on the like east coast of England or something.
Yeah. and just slaughtering all the locals. High on mead.
Exactly. Oh, man.
Okay, so last week I went away with the missus, so it was our anniversary. We're not married or anything, but just, since we've been going out. And it was tough because we were thinking, what can we do that's not, locked down, that's not going to be killed by lockdown, basically. So we managed to find this cool little shepherd's hut in the middle of nowhere in Dorset. And because it's in the middle of nowhere, you don't need to see anyone. So you just pay online, they leave the keys in the hut, and you go and enjoy it for a couple of nights or however long. And then, and it was fantastic. 'Cause the weather was decent. There was like a little wood powered hot tub in the back garden as well, so you just like made your own fire. You felt manly because you were making a fire in this little log burner, and you left it for a couple of hours, and then when you got round to it, like the hot tub is just steaming. It's great. So much fun. So crack open a bottle of sparkling and had a gay old time. But
mate,
it made me it brought up a little topic of conversation because we went for like a country walk, basically. We got the map out and we were walking through fields and stuff and over stiles and all this like you do in the country. But we came across a field with a bull in it, right? But we didn't see the bull because there were just loads of sort of cows in there. And then all of a sudden we're halfway across this field and there's this massive great bull. And we freaked, basically. We didn't do anything, but like I could see in her eyes, my missus, that she was worried basically about this bull. And when we got home, moral of the story is we survived, but we got home and we were like, what do you do in a field with a bull, right? And basically the result is don't go in a field with a bull, right? there's no trick to it, just don't go in the field, right? But apparently dairy cows and dairy bulls are much more aggressive than meat ones for some reason.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why that is. Didn't bother to find out, but just a little tidbit. The dairy ones are the nutters. They're the ones that will gore you. But as we were researching bulls, right, I found out about this bull called Sultan in India, right? And this guy, by guy I mean bull, and this bull, right, is worth like millions of pounds or millions of dollars, right? Because he sells his little bull sperms to like farmers across the land, but they pay I don't know what it is, but it was some ridiculous amount for a little cup full of bull fellas. And this Sultan bull is treated like an absolute king, hence the name Sultan.
Wow.
And he's just living the life of Riley, basically. Like they're washing his hair every day, and they're like grooming him and feeding him stuff. And at the end of the day, he gets it was a bottle of Johnny Walker. So at the end of each day, they feed him a bottle of Johnny Walker. And I thought, I mean, that can't be good for him, right? But but basically this bull is just living the dream.
That's hilarious. They think this is like a tonic that's going to keep him strong for years, but it's like cutting years of his life off him.
It must be, right? But they've got the best scientists on it, and they're like, keep giving him that scotch at the end of the day.
Oh, he's looking a bit pale this morning. Let's give him a couple of cigarettes. Just let him chew on a bit of tobacco. That'll sort him out.
I think it's hair of the dog, though. They need to.
Yeah,
they need to sort him out because he's hanging
he's so
every
addicted.
day.
Yeah, proper alky. Okay, right. Well, now here's a question for you.